Welcome back to another video. Wherever you are, special greetings to you, and don't forget, if today is your first time, please do me a favor by subscribing to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit on the notification bell. Whenever you drop a video, you will be the first person to be notified. On this channel, we give you information and update about migrants and also the latest update around the globe. It has been a while, but I hope you guys are doing well. Official Cracker has come to your way once again with another video, but in today's video we are going to be looking at how Germany is going to start fast deportation. And also in Nigeria, they said Gunměn has break jail, and at the end of the day 240 inmates were able to escape. So guys, without wasting much time, let's do this thing together. Yeah guys, but before I start the video, let me use this opportunity to say I am very sorry for not being active. But you guys know, sometimes some busy things will come to your way, and then you will not be able to even go to the interweb, that is the internet, to even look for information. But all the same, we are going to try our possible best to keep giving you the update. But before we go to the main story, let's talk about one of our sister who was killed by her Italian husband, that is Rita. May her gentle soul rest in peace, and rest in peace to all gone souls. In fact, when I heard this story, a lot of people shared their views about this our sister, but at the end of the day, the person has died, and what we have to say is that may the Almighty God forgive her, and then the other people will use it as a lesson. Some people were even saying that some of these our Nigerian girls don't like the same Nigerian people, or the same immigrants, or the same black people, because they are saying so far as they are in Odobo, they have to marry Oyibo. So if you are black, don't come to their way. If you are black, they see you as chobos to chobos, because you pass through the Mediterranean Sea with them, and then at the end of the day, if you are saying you want to marry them, they don't want to agree. But bear with me, there are a lot of black people, or there are a lot of immigrants who have married the same Nigerian girls or the same black immigrants, and they are living well, they are living good, they don't have any problem. But at the end of the day, some of these our sisters will be saying they are going for white. I am not saying don't go for white or don't go for Oyibo, but if you are going for Oyibo, know the Oyibo that you are going for. It's not any Oyibo that you just go for. They said not all guilt tests that are gold, you understand? So just get the Oyibo that you live with. If you get black guy that you live with all the rest of your life, it will be better than to go and take Oyibo, and then this Oyibo will take your life out of your hand. The way this our sister died was very terrible. They said this man, or the husband, even used to take this woman to her workplace, and then at the end of the day, that very day she killed this our sister, they don't know what happened. She started shooting. Guys, the story is here. Let's just wrap up everything and let's move on to the next story. They said an Italian man who killed his Nigerian wife has been arrested. A 61-year-old Italian man, even 61-year-old Italian man, guys. They said Pier Angelo Pellizzari, that's the name of this man. I think now the police have arrested him. They said who murdered his Nigerian wife Amenze Rita has been arrested by the Carabinieri 30 hours after being on the run. They said 31-year-old Amazon was killed in front of her colleagues in the parking lot of MS Mushroom, a company where she worked, on Friday morning, September 10th, in Novanta, Vicenza. They said the suspect was arrested on Saturday afternoon, September 11th, after over 30 hours on the run. They said the man was tracked down in a house near his home in a village, hiding in a chicken coop, still with the gun in his pocket. They said the Carabinieri managed to surround and capture him. He didn't resist arrest. We are taking him to the barracks, confirms Nicola Bianchi, provinciale commander of Vicenza. They said, according to statements from the public prosecutor officer, Amenze was hit by 4 bullets, one of which shattered her face. The victim tried to take cover with her arms, which were also grazed by the bullet. They said as Amenze cops slid to the ground between 2 cars, Pelizari fired a shot in the air to secure his escape. Witness said that the suspect then calmly slipped the gun into his jacket, got into the SUV and drove away. So since the police went and they found the gun, the same gun he used to kill this our sister, in his pocket that very moment. I don't know whether this man was somebody who the head or who have some, have brain problem, because you cannot kill somebody and then you'll be having the same gun with you. Looking there at their age differences here, the man is 61 and our sister is 31. But this is not a time for us to say this thing or for us to be judging. The only thing for this moment that we can say is, may her gentle soul rest in peace, and rest in peace to all gone souls. And this will be example to the living or the remaining Nigerian women or the remaining of this our guests who say they want to go for Odobo, who they say they want to go for Oyibo. As I said before, we are not telling you not to go for Oyibo, but you have to go for the good Oyibo. The word to the wise is enough. So guys, let's move on to the next story. As I was saying, that Germany is going to start fast deportation. Germany is saying because the COVID-19 is coming down, they need to start sending back immigrants to their country, because during the way the pandemic was heavy, if they were trying, or when they tried to do this deportation, they were saying maybe if the immigrant contacts this virus and you bring them back to our country, they are going to increase the problem. And now Germany is saying, since the case has come down, they want to use the opportunity to deport migrants back to their country. They say Germany deportation up again after decline due to COVID-19. They said deportations from Germany have risen again after a downturn during the pandemic. They said the left party has demanded an end to cynical policies. They said the number of people deported from Germany is rising following a significant drop due to the COVID-19 pandemic. They said in the first 6 months of this year, 5,688 people were deported from Germany, compared with 4,616 in the first half of 2020. According to the Interior Ministry, federal government figures seen by the press agency episode showed that 140 Afghans were among those deported in the first half of the year. Germany announced a suspension of deportation to Afghanistan on August 11 as the Taliban took over the country. Nearly 30,000 Afghans in Germany were due for deportation, the Interior Ministry said on August 12. Now, they said in the figure for the first 6 months of 2021, minors under 18 years of age made up around 15%, that is 904, of the total number of deported. Most deportees were returned to Georgia, 541, Albania, and Serbia. Pakistan also took back to 241 people, according to EPD. They said almost half of the deportees were returned to their country of origin or to a third country. The vast majority were returned on flights which left from Frankfurt, Düsseldorf, or Berlin. They said deportation suspended due to pandemic. From 2015 to 2019, Germany sent back between 20,000 to 25,000 people to their country of origin or to their other EU countries. But following the onset of pandemic, deportation dropped substantially. They said in early 2020, many countries closed their borders and planes were grounded. impacting on migrants. They said mobility and resulting in a temporary halt to deportations. They said Germany ceased deportation in mid-March 2020. Controversially, it resumed deportations to Afghanistan in December 2020. Over 1,000 Afghanistan have been deported from Germany since 2016. They said cynical policies in response to the latest figures. Ulla Jekpo, that is the spokesperson on domestic affairs for the Socialist Party, Left Party, said the federal and the state government were making every effort to get more people out of the country again, with no consideration of the situation of those affected. They said Jekpo added that reports about crucial family separation and about people who had lived in Germany for decades being deported were mounting up once again, and called for an end to the cynical policy and a fundamental rethink. No more sending people back to war, hopelessness, and misery. Yes to effective residency law, Jekpo said. So this is how it happened when the pandemic started. They started declining the number of people that they were deporting, especially when this Taliban took over. They started leaving all the Afghanistan's migrants. That is the opportunity that the Afghanistan migrants had when this Taliban took over, because you know Germany day in day out were deporting these Afghanistan immigrants. They know the country is not safe, but day in day out they were deporting them. And then at the point that they stopped deporting them were the point that these Talibans were trying to take over. So this is how Germany deportation is playing as the pandemic is coming down, and they are trying to rise the deportation up. And now let's move on to the next story. In Nigeria, they said gunman has break prison yard. Guys, it's not easy at all. You know, this gunmen, they are doing a lot of job, or they are doing jobs in Nigeria, because sometimes you will hear that gunmen has kidnapped people and they are demanding for money. This time around, they have break prison to allow 240 inmates to escape. Now, if you are looking for this image, I think you will see them in Academy, because they are saying that they will capture each and every inmate that have escaped from this jail. But it will be very difficult for you to capture them again. Some of them are Burkina Faso, Niger, Academy, Niamey. The desert, that's where you will go and find them now, because if I'm lucky that the jail is break for me and then I'm out, what will I be doing in Nigeria again? So guys, let's watch the video. When we are back, we will give you the rest of the update, so stay tuned.
Shattered windows and ceilings are some of the worrisome images left after the attack by gunmen at the Kaba Correctional Center in Kogi State, north-central Nigeria. Security operatives and visitors at the prison facility are in shock over the level of destruction carried out by the gunmen, who freed no fewer than 240 of the 294 inmates at the facility. Eyewitness account says the gunmen used explosives to destroy the perimeter fence of the facility, an information the Obaro of Kaba corroborates.
Because they declared war on us yesterday, so it was beyond the capacity and capabilities of local hunters.
The prison leadership is still trying to figure out how the gunmen beat the internal security and freed 240 inmates, but investigation is still ongoing.
Let us make investigation, adequate investigation, then we will communicate later. I have to thank the military authorities and as well as commiserate the Nigerian Army as well as the families of the deceased.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, says a special task force has been set up to recapture the inmates. The minister explains that the International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol, has been alerted to look out for any of the inmates who may attempt to flee the country. To the fleeing inmates, the minister warns that escaping from lawful custody is a serious criminal offense, emphasizing that law enforcement agencies and citizens are lawfully empowered to use all necessary means to rearrest and bring them to justice.
Yeah guys, I hope you have seen the video. So that is how these inmates were able to escape from the prison after gunmen attacked the prison. So guys, this is the update I have for you today. The name still remains Official Cracker on YouTube, Official Cracker on Facebook, Official_Cracker1 on Instagram. If you have any question, you can drop it over there. Guys, you know I have been out of YouTube for some time now. So if you get the video, just try to do me a favor, even one share, try to share so that a friend will know that Official Cracker has dropped a new video today. And if today is your first time watching me, why don't you say the devil is a liar and subscribe to the channel and be part of the family. Till we meet again in the next video, please stay safe and stay blessed. Peace out.